In the second class we will see 3D modeling. So part solid modeling, unit selection, sketching under reference planes, how to create extrude, revolve, round, chamfer. These things we will see today. Okay. First we have to set the working directory. D:, Creo practice. Okay. Without forget we have to select the working directory. Otherwise we have to search the file. File new. Here this is the part modeling and solid. We have to give the name part1. This is default template. If we go with this, Pro E default unit is inch. Pro E takes the inches the unit. See, first I am going to this. Okay. See, to check the units, file, prepare, model properties. Here units, inch, lbm, second. If we want to change the unit, we can change here also. Otherwise, while going into this new part modeling part1, remove this tick. Okay, then it asks the units mm, newton, second. This is the part and solid. So we have to select this and give OK. If we check the units now, prepare, model properties. Now the unit is millimeter, newton, second. Here also we can change. See, by picking this we can change the unit. Okay. Now see, there are three planes. This one is the front plane, and the horizontal one is the top plane, and the vertical one is the right plane. For better clarity, I have created surfaces. I will show that one. One more file I have created. See, this is a front plane. On the front plane I have created one surface. On the top plane I have created, see, one by one we can see. This is the front plane. I have created one surface. Then second one is the top plane. I have created the one more surface. Third, for right I have selected. See, the brown colors are front side. If this is front means the back side is black color. See, this is the default orientation. See, one side is brown color. This is front side. If we see the back side, black color. See, this is the black color to identify the planes. So I have given the color. One side brown, another side black. This side right, this side left side black. Top side brown, bottom side black, like that. Okay. For better clarity, I have created this surface. It won't be available. Now I am creating extrude now. See, this is the extrude tool. Just we have to pick this one. Here placement. For creating the extrude, we need the sketch. We have to draw the sketch. See, this is the place where we have to create the sketch. See, by picking the define, we have to select the plane. I am picking the front plane. See, otherwise we can pick here. Front plane is the sketching plane, and The right plane is the reference plane. This one is the right. See, by giving sketch. This one is the sketch view. This is the sketch view. If we pick this one, the sketching plane becomes parallel to our monitor. See, this is the sketching plane. See, the front one is the sketching plane, now become parallel to our monitor. The right is the reference. See, this one is the right plane, this is the one of the reference. This right used for orientation on the screen. Right becomes right. Later you can understand better. Now not required. The second one is the references. If we want to create one sketch, for example, I am creating one circle here, means we are creating circle on sketching plane. This is the sketching plane, on that we are creating the circle. Then for positioning the circle, we need two references. From the horizontal, we need one reference, this dimension, and from vertical, we need one reference, this one. We need one horizontal plane and vertical plane for references. See, this is the references. We have two. We must have two. See, right one. This one reference, this one reference to position that sketch. First one to create the sketch, second one to position the sketch. Okay. If we delete any one, we cannot able to proceed further. For example, I am deleting the top. Okay, close. We cannot do anything. So we have to pick the top. Now we can close sketch. Now we have created sketch. See? Give OK. See? We have created extrude. This is the sketching plane and we have two references. Now I am deleting entire thing. Delete. OK. Now we will create properly. See, I am going to create one rectangular block. See, extrude, placement, define, sketching plane, sketch, then draw a rectangle, pick the middle button, create the dimension. In the initial stage, please create some dimension. In later, we can modify the existing weak dimensions. Pick one. Just pick the entity and middle button. This, then the reference dimension. From here to here, just pick two entity and pick the middle one. Similarly, pick this entity and pick this reference. This one is datum axis point coordinates plane. We have coordinate system and plane here. If we want to off, just remove this button. Now we can't able to see the screen. This is on and off. Okay. If we want to only off the plane, means just only pick this one. Now coordinate system is available, this coordinate system. If you want to off that, just remove. Okay. Okay. Now we have 4 dimensions. To modify the dimension, just pick on the text, double click on the text. 90. Whenever we are modifying, the regeneration takes place. Here 255, 250. If you want to modify all the dimensions in the same time, just pick this tool and pick the dimensions 1, 2, 3, 4. See, we have 4 dimensions. Here 95, instead of 250 I am changing 275. See, whenever we are updating, the sketch gets regenerated. If you want to lock, just remove that regenerate, then give all the values. See, 100, here 200. See, only the value change, it will not get regenerate. Then after giving all the values, if you give OK or pick the regenerate, everything will get regenerated. Okay. Sometimes if you modify one by one, the sketch gets collapsed. To avoid that, we can use this method. Okay. Then now we have created one rectangle, 100 mm from vertical axis, 200 mm from horizontal axis. The size is 275 by 100. Okay. Give. Now we have completed the sketch. Give OK. This is the thickness. See, here blind. Blind means we have to give the value. Now I am giving 50 from this surface. Blind. If you want to both side, this side 50, that side 50 means here we have to select blind, give 50. See, this side 50 and that side 50. This side 50, and if we want to one side 50, another side 100 means we can give this side 50, that side 100. Or if you want to symmetry means change this into symmetry. Here give the value, it automatically takes half. Okay. Later we will see two selected. Now this is set up. Give OK. See? These are all orientation. See, front, there are back, AB, default orientation. The AB button helps to see different orientations. Extrude. If you want to delete the extrude, just right pick, delete on the model tree. Okay. Now I am creating one more extrude. Extrude. See, earlier we have selected the sketching plane, extrude, then selected the plane like that. In another way also we can create, just where you want to create the sketch, pick that plane. Here we need to create the sketch. Just pick the plane, go to extrude, then sketching plane. That's all. See, Creo automatically selects the all orientation as well as the references, everything it takes. Directly we can draw. Now I am creating one rectangle. This is symmetric, so I am creating symmetrically. Draw one center line on vertical as well as horizontal. Symmetry, this line and this line with this line, simply this. Okay. Horizontal dimension 200, vertical dimension 100. Now do OK. This one is 100 both sides. Okay. Now I want to create one cut on this surface. Go to extrude. This is for material adding. If you want to remove the material, we have to pick this one. Okay. Placement, define, sketching plane. Instead of selecting the planes, we can select the surfaces also. Just I pick this surface, sketch. Now I am creating one more circle here. Double pick gives the dia 35. enter. How much is the depth? 30, or by giving the blind we can give 30, or if we want to remove entirely, just through all gives the entire. This is cut option. Okay, now we have seen the extrude. Then we have to see the revolve. Delete. Okay, then revolve, placement, define, sketching plane, sketch. If we want to create a revolved feature, definitely we have to draw the center line. See, center line. Then draw the half section. Do not create section on both sides of center line. We have to create only in one part. Just I am creating. Roughly I have created one sketch. Next, go to dimension. We have to give this dia. To give the sectional dimension, pick this line, pick the center line, pick this line, then middle 50. Similarly, this dimension 25. This dimension, and this 250. Okay, this is 50. Roughly I have created the total height 150. This one is 25. Okay, even though we have drawn the center line, just right click and provide designate axis of revolution. Sometimes Creo takes automatically the center line as the axis for revolution. Sometimes it won't take. In that time you have to designate the axis. So do OK. Okay. See, we have created revolve features. Do OK. Similarly, we can remove the material also. Then now see, this is the round. Just pick the edges. Different types of rounds are there. We will see later. Variable radius round. Okay. See, we can create the round separately on the model tree. Round 1, round 2 also we can create. Otherwise, set by set also we can create. Go to first round, the sets. In the first set, select one and give. In the new sets, create one more round. Okay. Now if you want to create, okay, we can create all the rounds in the sets also. Okay, we have one round feature on that. We created all the rounds. We can change the radius also. Instead of 10 we can provide 5. In the set 3 we can do 3. This is the round. Now we have seen unit selection, sketching and reference plane, extrude, revolve, round, chamfer. Chamfer is similar to round. So just pick on the chamfer. Just pick. Here D by D means if we give 3, both X and this side, this line and this line are 3 mm. D by D means. Similarly, D1, D2, we can give two values. This side 5, see, this side 3 we can give. See, one side 5 and another side 3 we can give. Angle into D, 1D with the dimensions. See, the vertical 5 we can give. Similarly, the angle 35 we can give. By flipping, we can change the, see, this side dimension and this side angle also we can give. Then 45 into D. This is similar to angle into D only. Okay, this is the chamfer. The units. Sometimes file new, I am creating one file without providing the units. See, okay. Now the unit is inch. Now we are creating one extrude, placement, define, sketch view, creating center line and drawing a rectangle. This is 200, better we can go with 100. This one is 50. Okay, thickness 100 both side. Okay, now we know the length is 100 mm. See, analysis, measure length. This length is 100 mm we know. This is 50 mm, 50 inch. See the inch, 100 inch. But we have to draw 100 by 50 in mm. But unfortunately we drawn 100 by 50 in inch. To convert the units, file, prepare, model properties, the unit, change. The default unit is inch. We have to change into mm Newton second. This is the metric unit. Set. See, while giving the set, we are getting two options. Convert dimension. For example, 1 becomes 25.4 mm. Conversion. See, now we drawn for 100 mm. If we provide the first one, the object becomes 2540. This will become 2540. If the second one, interpret dimension. For example, if we provide this one, we drawn 100 mm. See, sorry, 100 inch. Now becomes 100 mm. This is the difference between two. First we will do this one. Okay. Now we will measure, analysis, measure length. See, 2540. The size becomes the size is same. The size is same in this case. While it was in inch, the same size after unit conversion. The second one is just I am changing the unit once again. Change it to which is Creo parametric default set. Okay, now change it into inch, analysis, measure length. Now 100 inches there. Now I am converting file, prepare, model properties. Now I am changing this unit into mm Newton second. Set. Now I am providing the second one. 1 becomes 1 mm. Earlier 100 inch, Okay, close. Analysis, measure length. Now this become 100 mm. The second one we are converting 100 inch into 100 mm. The value is same. In the earlier one, size is same. Okay. Now we have seen everything. Okay, thank you.